Alright. Hello. So, this is gonna be another reaction video from the same video, which is from Rima. And there's one comment that they told me that there was another update after she posted the video. So, I don't know what kind of update is this. So I'll show the video and what I if I can give an opinion. I hope she doesn't mind. So yep, we're gonna be starting again for this video, and yeah, this is a second video that she have created. So yep, there we go. All right, so this is the video that we have. Horse. We know she's a horse. You don't have to repeat it. Anyway, this is the update. They told me that there's a second one, so I have to check it out again though. So yep, there we go.
Who don't know or who haven't seen my latest video on my channel, I've released a video on an agency that went under like I don't know, like 2 years ago, I think. And it's a Filipino agency. And it basically, I was surprised at the amount of attention it got from the Filipino community.
Yep.
Basically, just I guess I should give a TLDR for those who haven't watched the video. But there was a lot of abuse within the company. Honestly, it's far worse than I thought. I suppose before the video, if you wanted to be, lenient towards the CEO, you could say he was just like very incompetent and horny. But now there's a lot.
As we said from the last video, we don't want to say it, but well, she said right now. Yeah, as I said from the last reaction video for that part, because yeah, he is not very much professional when it comes to the corporate or some kind of company type agency. So I that's the one part that I think no or practically, because he might not be very experienced with that part. So yeah, at least she said it on her end right now. So that's gonna be saving some few words.
Of new information that's come in that really paints another picture.
Ang hanap ng Red Horse Beer, extra strong na tulad mo.
I don't drink. Why do you give me an ad on Red Horse? And Rima is the horse. Nice. Perfect ad. Perfect ad. Red. Extra strong.
Tama pero di wasak sa hamon ng bukas.
Picture of this
I'm I'm gonna include that from the video. I'm really gonna include that shit.
situation. I've underestimated how awful that person is. But yeah,
You
I feel like
underestimated
the
them.
reason why I'm doing this stream is because a lot more information has come to light recently, and
Yeah, if you're wanted to shout something on the Filipino community, yeah, someone will be reaching out to you to your Discord, your comment section, any social media that they can give for you. Yes, that's how we are.
I felt it was important to, bring this story forward. And like I said, the fans in the community, you guys been incredibly passionate. And I know a lot of you believe that there's a lot of unresolved like questions, and some of them have finally been addressed. So we're gonna go through that. One recurring concern was about, what happened with the talents. Are they okay now? And they've been victim of the situation. And for the past few years, it kind of
Don't follow me. Don't expose me. I just wanted to know something.
feels like
I don't have the large audience, by the way.
their voices have been forgotten, or at least that the story's been brushed under the rug. Some of the perpetrators in this story are they're still active. They're still going on about their lives. But what's not okay is all of the crushed dreams and hopes, all of the time some of the talents have put into their personas, for in the end to have been just thrown under the bus, intimidated, and bullied. And with this new information available, I feel it's my responsibility to do the story justice by presenting the full picture to my audience now that we do have it. I won't talk about Miria because Miria, that's behind her now. She's focusing on her IRL life. She's not doing online stuff anymore. So unfortunately for the Miria fans, there will be no update for you guys. But I mean, the good news is that she's doing well and that's behind her and she doesn't want to get dragged back into that. So I think we're going to respect that. So, you know, let her move on. Yes, that's what she wants. And I mean, I think it's a pretty healthy way of living life. So first we're gonna start with some commentary from the Kometa community. This person, Duvel, tweeted, "No matter what happens after that video drops, just remember that the girls were and still are brilliant and talented people that deserves your continued support. So if you look in the right places, you'll see that they're thriving and recovering from those hurtful experiences. And are trying to rebuild and continue making their mark in the creator space. Go support them and help them see the light of others' days. Be the change that they yearn for." The person who was in charge of creating the branding for Kometa also commented and said, honestly, really...
Wait a minute. Oh wait, this is a real person. I thought so. This is the real person. Created the entire branding of Kometa, and honestly, it really disappointed how it is turned out. I was never familiar with VTubing, blah 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 blah. Because it would be a pioneer for the country. Yep, that's the one part, that thing that I believe in when I try to apply it. Because yes, this is the first Filipino company that was being made in PH anyway, introduced, and yeah. Needless to say, if anyone else wants to take up the mantle to become the first VTuber agency in the PH, you can hit me up. You should reach him. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Too many heavy. It's a heavy responsibility, and I need a proper funding for that part, which is I'm broke. But this is gonna be a like, all right. This is gonna be good. This is good.
disappointed with how this turned out. I was never familiar with the
You'll attack your back during the first day. Shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna do it.
VTubing industry up until Jira reached out to me to create the branding back in 2020, and I was excited because it would have been a pioneer for the country. And it's true.
Check.
This was the first Filipino agency, and as you guys know, there's a lot of Filipino VTuber fans. A large portion of my audience are from the Philippines. You guys are like my second or third biggest demographic. They're really dedicated fans. They love anime and
Yes.
they speak English. That's what Philippine people told me. So I think
Okay, for the one part, we do speak in different languages from different parts of the country. So yes, our second language is the English. The third part is our province language, which is most likely it's the region. Like for the north, we have. Okay, just continuing. We have Ilocano, Bicolano, Kabisayaan, Dabawenyo, Cebuano. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. So if you wanted to ask me how many languages that you have right now, I have my primary one, the English, and also some Ilocano and some Kabisayaan. One kita naman, oo. Please don't ask me what I didn't say. So nope, I don't want to translate it.
that's why they're so popular in the VTuber space and they really like VTubers. Needless to say, if anyone else wants to take up the mantle to become the first VTuber agency at the PH, you can hit me up. Oi, you! Yeah, you! Hi! If you're not subscribed to my second channel, I don't know what you're doing with your life. So take a moment, press the like button, press the subscribe
Wait, one is not enough.
button and hit that notification bell on, and thank you so much. I appreciate you. Now let's get back into the video. Big thing that happened is that Moji who is somebody currently working on a
Subscribe.
very
You fat fuck. Okay, I'm doing it. There. Happy now?
weather has basically
Our hotel is the best in the world.
I hope you enjoy Thailand.
We usually go to the Caribbean.
revealed that she's Virgil, and it was really cute. It was really
Hey, yo. So her name is Mogi now. Okay, let's find her. I'll put her in the documents now. I'll put her in the archives.
emotional to read the comments and replies from everybody that was super happy to find her again, because literally the day before, I was reading comments and it was like, man, I miss Virgil. Where is Virgil? I wish I could find her again. And I was like, sorry. I mean, I heard rumors, but again, nothing was confirmed. Nothing was confirmed.
Yep.
And now it finally is. She gave me permissions to talk about this, to announce it, and to credit her in the YouTube section. Now I can't pin a comment because I have a sponsor, which is why I need you guys' help. If somebody ever asks, oh, I miss Virgil. She was my Oshi from that agency back there, but she disappeared. Just be like, hey, I know where to
Yeah.
find her. This is her new account. So spread the word around. And there was
Yeah, I too. I was looking for the other two. If Myriad doesn't want to, I'm looking for the other two. So everything should be. I found out now. This is the recently I found out because she got off grid. So yeah, without telling. That's how.
even
That's hard.
there's new and old faces in the comment. Even Raya's bread showed up in there, and Rai found her again, and it's crazy because in my video there's a collab with Fry in it and her, and like she gets shown for like a second or two, and it was just so cute to see these two interact. Yeah, she was like, "What?" And Mogi replies, it's me." And there's all these fans that are like, "My Kamiyoshi, Kayoshi's back with Kairi. Happy reunion. She's as beautiful as always. So peak. As beautiful as the day we lost you. You've endured quite a lot up to this day. Whatever path Mogi takes forward, I hope that we can continue to cheer you on." And I mean, that is seriously just one part of the comment thread. There's so many. They all sound like that. Yeah, I'm super happy for everybody finding their Oshi again. And now, Lila Maria, who tweeted, "Is this legal to say now? Fuck you, Jira, for taking away my friends and their hopes and dreams. Fuck you for irresponsibly spending your
Damn. That's kind of. Damn.
uncle's money and on your own luxuries for your own ego and lust. I genuinely hope you never come back from embarrassment." And Mogi reply, "As a direct victim of Jira, I agree with this. The amount of manipulation and abuse we suffered through was insane. I barely ever talk about drama, especially on this platform." And it's true, she's never mentioned anything about drama before. She's completely stayed out of drama ever since Kometa collapsed. She started working on as an artist, and she's kept her head down, let's say. But now, after watching the video, I suppose, and seeing all of the fan support, and seeing that everybody missed her, well, at least I assume so, but she felt like she could finally speak out. So it's like amazing. And then this person replies, "Wish you guys talked about it more when it happened, but I guessed NDA." Yeah, that's another thing, is that when it happens, it kind of just ended abruptly. There was a few people defending Jira, but as more information came forward, we now know why they were defending him. But there was a lot of like nebulous things. It was hard to know where everybody stood, but I mean, after you guys will read this thread, I think you'll understand.
Okay, I'm just reading all of it right now. So to summarize everything that they have, if that person Jiro may do something because the talents are gonna be like hold accountable what happened because they signed some kind of a out contract of what they can share from the outside of the workspace, something like that. It's for legal purposes for that part. That's for the legal purposes. Uh, by the way, it we follow in this part is only on the PH side, the PH law side, not on the US, but it's on PH. So if someone's gonna be like trying to defend him from US, sorry, you can't do that because the law is also it only works in the PH. So get used to it.
Understand why, because that guy is so much more worse than I've ever could have imagined. I followed Kometa and Jira even before the talents even debuted. I was even always present usually in just guerrilla stream.
Bench law is good. It's going to be between a bit. It's between. Some is fair, some are good, some are you needed to find a way to backdoor that law that was been to counterbalance it. So it's practically fair, but we don't know how it works. So that's why you need lawman for a lawyer for that part.
Asking for what plans he has for you guys, love and family and all. And Moji reply, Jirak would constantly threaten us with his connections and that he would blotter our track record and make sure we wouldn't get another job if we did something he didn't like. During the
Yes, as she mentioned, yes, that would be affect your career if this guy has a some kind of a connections, all around it. So yeah, that's why we stay. That's why we do a research, verify, then confirm it. All right, and also put that knowledge behind of your head. That's the only thing that you know.
strike when we didn't stream until graduation, because okay, so what happened is there was a lot of tension towards the end,
Mhm.
and they kind of went on a strike where they wouldn't stream because Kometa made the announcement that they would recast Elen. They would pick another voice actress to recast another one of the VTuber that was graduating for health reasons. And there was a lot of public backlash, obviously, because the VTuber community hates that. The talents themselves also were not happy with the decision, and I think they opposed it, but they weren't allowed to say it.
Actually, if you piss me off, I will make sure you don't get another job. I don't want that shit.
Outright. They never like tweeted about it outright, but the people doing the petition, the fans, they noted that the talents had signed off and even like I think reshared the petition from the app. So they were on board with it. So now she explains that actually during the strike, when they didn't stream until graduation, he threatened that they had to defend him or else he would bring them to court. And she continues to say, when I was in Conquest with friends, a staff member of his cornered me IRL and dragged me away from my friends, then demanded me to defend Jira in his press conference, or he would again blotter our track record and create a scandal. And that is something that, that's actually something that a lot of people were saying. Once Kometa got into the controversy because of the recast, Jira started doing a bunch of interview rounds. Like he was doing a bunch of interviews everywhere, with VTuber news, with PH article. I even found like a Malaysian article. Needless to say, there was like a lot of PR after, and I was like, that's such a weird way to go about this. Anyway, so he's threatening them to create a scandal for not just me, but my gen mates too. Painting us and twisting the narratives that we would be the bad guys in this entire Kometa drama. I know some people might think we were silly for believing this, but we were always given the impression that Jira's uncle could do anything until in the end. So the uncle is the one who invested in Kometa, as you guys saw in the video.
Yep.
His very own uncle dropped him too because Kometa was a nightmare for him. By that time, we were already moving on, so I never brought up Kometa ever again until now. I'm just glad I've been given the push and opportunity to come forward now. I'd also like to add that Jira and his staff member, the same that cornered me, held our final salary hostage unless we signed an exit form. And when I read that,
Okay. As clearly as Dana, as she explained it. So yeah, everything is gonna be when it comes to the corporate type job. This is like a normal thing that you have to do. If you wanted to get your pay, there is like it's like a resignation form, some kind of way. That exit form had no power, by the way. Yeah, that kind of thing. It's just like the JP one from Niji that created before, as far as I remember. Or sometimes I forget, or maybe I just creating something. But please do be mind that I whatever I say here is everything is not confirmed and not yet, or it's just an opinion. All right. So yeah, as an exit form because they might use it for the court, as I think of, but I'm gonna need more information for that part. So how forms or uh corporate things, I'm look man, I'm just 1 year working on my job, okay? So yeah, that's my I just needed to learn more of this. That's all.
I was just so angry.
What the fuck?
Chupa Chups, forever fun.
I, I I was shaking reading this basically. That exit form had a clause that basically said that any criminal activity committed by the company against you cannot be subject to legal charges. What the hell? Is that even legal in any jurisdiction? Like, I mean, I know he doesn't operate in the States, but is it even legal in the
As I said, every firm and law firms is very different from US to the PH. So that's the part that I don't know. Even I too, as a guy who lived in the Philippines for like 20 for almost 25 for 25 years now, from born and raised. Yeah, I think that's the best you can ask from one of our page lawyers. So they might know something about that part. So yeah.
Philippines? I doubt so. And this person kinda he feels the same way as me. He's a fan from Kometa and he says my head's less foggy from the rage I have for him, but the actions he had done would damage the VTuber community here as a whole. If someone ever tried to make a legit VTuber agency, they'll have trouble getting people to trust said CEO because of that asshole. True. Wait, Rima, I know this one. It is legal. Wait, what? How can this be legal? Oh, that's disappointing.
See, told ya. I told you from the start. So I may not know anything about the law firms, but I do believe those there's some part of our law firms is some part of it it's kind of bit illegal. As I said from earlier when I said it's some kind of like a resignation form, like the exit form and the resignation form, something like that. It's just that you're signing it in order to get your back pay. In order you're not gonna be trash talking the company itself. That's how it is. That's if you want to get your money, please whatever that you said in the internet or outside of this place, that's not gonna be like hold accountable as a criminal charges because you took the money. That's the thing.
That's so disappointing because it's solved through mediation instead of court. It's not legal in the Philippines. Under law, you cannot enforce a contract that will put you into harm or condone criminal activity. Thank you. Okay, thank you for this. That is fucked up.
You see, it's not legal under PH law. You cannot enforce a contract that you will put into harm.
It is fucked up. That's the legal advice from one of the voices in Barrett's head. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna trust Barrett's legal advice. Grimner goes on to
We don't
say,
know.
and it should be noted, probably
See,
mentioned this
like
in a
I said.
thread post, that I fucking worship this
Yeah, sometimes it's may legal or sometimes are not. We don't know how it how law works. Okay, I'm not a lawyer or something else, but I would be glad if someone posts on my comment section so that I can know something. I would be glad. I just wanted to get this corrected.
fucker. I legit thought he was the real deal and looked forward to his plans, and how wrong I was. So disappointing. I can't believe I played Melty Blood once with the Jira guy. I'm so angry at that asshole from the amount of BS he was pulling for a long time. I'm glad you pointed this issue there. Oh my god, there is so much more, because after this video dropped, everybody started DMing me things about the company, their own experiences with the CEO. I've received logs, tons of logs that I still need to parse through, and he's all kind of stuff. I'll just say that. He's all kind of stuff. I'll see what I can include in the video, but it's it doesn't look good. It looks very damning. It looks very damning. Yeah. It really feels like nobody likes that guy, and all the people that were his friends before just despise him now. Yeah, hey Rima, remember that horrible video you made? Well, it's even worse. Everyone involved with Kometa, everybody that knew Jira. You know, it's funny because before even posting the video, I was just like, did I go too hard on him? Nah, I think it's fine. I posted the video, and now I'm just like, I didn't go hard enough! I didn't go hard enough! And, you know, after the Selene Gate and all of that, I really feel like these agencies deserve to be called out, and I'm happy that people are now supporting the VTubers that are leaving those agencies, because it's very scary. It's a very scary move to do, and people don't really realize it, I think, because they're like, well, they can just resurrect and start over with a new character, like it's no big deal, right? But it is a big deal. You know, your agency, they're not covering... Well, first of all, you wasted a bunch of time. You invested so many hours into that persona that you're not gonna get back. Secondly, the agency never pays for all of your assets. There's probably hundreds, if not dollars, invested in your assets, in art, in the games you're buying on Steam, etc. And a Taiwanese agency, I don't remember that. Do you remember the name? Do you think it's worse than Any Color Drama? Now, yes, I think it's worst. Well, just because I don't know the details of the Any Color Drama. I mean, they did push somebody to unalive themselves, to attempt to unalive themselves. But I think it's worse because it's like, it was more like interpersonal. Like, it was like a small agency, and there's something worse about being close to people and then doing a big wrong to them and endangering their health and things like that. Yeah,
attempt 2 times, by the way. What? Num, you okay with that shit? Even I never attempt for myself. What the fuck? Okay. Maybe that's why you still keep living on, because of this VTubing entertainment for yourself. No. I thought it was. Well, this I attempted 2 times, like, by the way, so I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this?
Meta is worse. Exactly. I think Niji Sanji, you know, it's very hierarchical. There's a lot of people involved, lots of negligence, probably some bad actors in there. But in this case, it just feels like it revolves around one person that's just horrible, just horrible. Merryweather also spoke out on Kometa, probably because he's close with Mogi, who's working under him now. J's in English, so I'm not sure if it's Mogi or Mogi. Okay, can I just say that?
Wait, Selene tried to commit 2 times, that's what she... Ah, okay. Okay, because you haven't included names yet. Okay, I understand now.
Bro, the British accent is such a buff. Guys, isn't the British accent such a buff?
As well. I've seen people start a company because they want to feel important. Are you the webtoon Merriweather? Yes, I am, Spire. I've seen people talk about that kind of thing before. And...
He's not British?
Like,
how?
That's not why you should do anything. You shouldn't start a company because you want to be in a position of social importance. That is such a backwards way of doing it.
He's Danish.
Because you want to create.
And Mary knows because he's a CEO. Oh, he's Danish.
And being surrounded by people who have a similar passion to you is great, but like that's clearly not what this guy wanted. He started Kometa and then he entirely and totally,
Totally.
like, I don't know, he entirely and totally dropped the ball. He promised a bunch of things that he never delivered on. He,
Hmm.
I don't know. It just, yeah, as well.
Yeah. Yeah, he did promise a bunch of things he never delivered on. This account, named Zelius Skylark,
Mm-hmm.
also tweeted, narcissistic sociopaths, that is what he is. Everything must serve him a purpose, and if anything is not doing the intended job anymore and deems a person unworthy of resources and responsibility, he will throw you under the bus. If you were a threat, he hid behind contracts. Coward. And then she
Uh-huh.
continues to say, even if God asked anyone to forgive you, they'd refuse. You hurt people enough. If reopening old wounds and sacrificing another person's name would be the cost of putting your deeds into light, then so be it. Hopefully, no one else ends up in the position where you entrust your dreams, passion, fears, and insecurities to the wrong people. And all of the things mentioned be returned to you tenfold. I hope the people I love and care for never go through that kind of pain again. And that's really sad. I think this is something I've mentioned before, and I think this is a very recurrent theme in black companies and stuff where I feel
What
like
company?
when you okay, us as humans, the only reason why we keep going is because of our dreams and because of our hopes. Once the basic necessities are fulfilled for,
For my end, I work for money. I need to live to feed my family. That's the only thing. It's not working on my dreams. I need it. I need the money just do the necessity. That what would happen if I ever come to the PH. Fuck you. I'm not gonna do that. I can give you a warm soup for my end.
the things that keeps us going and our drive, it's our dreams. When you're really passionate about something and you give it your all and somebody sours that experience and it saps your passion from it, it's never the same again. It's very hard to overcome, and after that, it's like it's very hard to just remain passionate about it. And I hope the girls can find that love for their craft back after this and heal from this, because I've been in a similar situation, not with VTubing, with something else I was really passionate about, and it just was never the same again. That's
Mm-hmm.
basically the reason why I'm VTubing right now, because somebody just they killed my dreams and they killed my passion. So I can relate to that sentiment. I understand it, and that's why I always repeat this, because I'm a very big proponent of, going after what you believe in, going after your dreams. And I get very angry when people step on these. It's like somebody's stepping on a flower. Kometa is definitely a black company now, but wait, it gets worse. Now you're gonna think, with this statement, they're gonna take the
Rima was into modeling in the past. She was a model. Hey yo! Hey yo! Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Okay. That's a you know what? That's a perfect start from her. That's a perfect start. Alright.
prize,
That's
the cup
nice.
as the black company. And you know what? The worst part is, I've received a lot of messages and a lot of comments saying,
Okay, I'm currently reading all of this right now while she's speaking right now, so yeah, please don't mind me if I'm very silent.
thank you for the video. However, I've heard that Jira and his entourage is planning to strike your video. They're planning like a counterattack and so on. Let it come. Do your worst. You know what? Yeah, do your worst. If he does that, then he hasn't learned his lesson. Yeah, exactly, AJ. So this statement
Hmm.
dropped. It was dropped from
I know a lot about her because I watch her a lot. Oh, man, I'm just meeting new people while you guys know much from them while I'm just a guy who just keep learning. Damn.
a burner account. It is stated that this is a statement from Elaine. This statement was really, really shocking to read. It was, and it explained a lot of thoughts. I had some theories about it, especially after reading Moji's statement. Well, not statement, but tweets. Especially the part where she said that he would constantly threaten them with his connection, and also that he
Because
was
I am
like,
weeb.
you know, threatening them to bring them to court. And it was only because I think in another tweet she says something like, I'm gonna paraphrase here, that I finally met.
Nice to meet you.
What? Another
Maybe
ad?
we can help each other out.
Oh no. I mean, the ad was perfectly right. If someone's gonna be striking down a copyright strike, call the call the accountant.
Undercover informant.
The record is impressive.
Managed to make him
Oh my god, it's the movie's just yep.
drop it because of my social connections. So I guess Moji knew some people in the scene and she was able to leverage these connections. And that made me wonder if Elaine perhaps didn't have the same kind of connections. And that made me wonder if she was also a victim of Jira. And it turns out she was. She's probably the one that's been the most hurt by him, actually. And she says here, I'm sorry I've been silent.
Okay. While is she reading right now? But I did see something that is very concerning. Birth control pills. Why the fuck that came out of nowhere? She didn't like using other contraceptives because he has a worldwide diagnosis after pregnancy scars. I went back to control pills. Pre-diabetes type 2. I really don't know what the fuck is happening here. Well, let's put some pitchfork in a shotgun. Hold on. While she's saying something, I'll be right back. I'm gonna be looking something else.
There have been so many times that I have wanted to speak and tell the truth. These past few years have been a difficult process of healing for me. I wasn't just healing from my time at Kometa, but also from my physical health that was declining at a rapid pace. Those weeks I tried to stream from January 2023 until my graduation was hell. I am not a person of conflict. I'm not one to wage war on people even if I feel severely wrong. My desire to keep my peace and heal on my own instead of reopening closed wounds was stronger. It was also a necessity if I wanted to physically get better. I am also still scared that speaking my truth will have consequences due to the contract and NDA with Kometa that Jira can use against me. However, in light of the video that came out, it's clear to me that I need to set the record straight for my own sake, my genmates, and for everyone who has supported me through all of this. Given the information shared in the recent video, I want to make it clear. 1. I've never previously met Jira or was involved in the Vtuber community before my role as Elaine. I auditioned and interviewed just like everyone else. 2. I do acknowledge that I have my faults and I had a severe lapse of judgment engaging in a relationship with the CEO. He pursued me first. At the start, I was very much against it and I was doing my best to firmly reject his advances. I was in a very horrible mental state after my first hiatus that I could not even work on my own content because I was already neglecting taking care of myself and wanted to resign. Instead, the CEO offered to assist me during this time. I originally rejected this as it was not in the scope of his job as Chief Executive Officer, but he firmly insisted. At that time, he was constantly there and present, and because he comforted me, I thought that he was sincere, that he was safe. And after months of resisting, I agreed to the relationship. This was my mistake. I didn't realize that this decision would cost my career, my friendships, and my health. This decision only complicated my deteriorating health. as prior to my relationship, I was instructed by my doctor to stop taking birth control pills after being diagnosed with prediabetes. Jira pressured me to continue taking them.
Anak, kumain ka na. Baka malipasan ka pa ng gutom.
Aga, ma!
Sige.
Me thinking of a, I think that I was living in a dream.
Because he didn't like using other contraceptives even though he was aware of my diagnosis. What a fucking scumbag. Because he didn't want to wear a condom, he made her endanger her own health. That hit so hard. After a pregnancy scare, I went back on the birth control pills, which contributed to my prediabetes developing into type 2 diabetes in January 2023. Like he made her get type 2 diabetes. He endangered his own talent's health. Somebody that he was in a relationship with, somebody that he should have cared of, not just as a CEO, but as a romantic partner, or even a friend. Or I wouldn't even, most sane people with a moral compass wouldn't even do something like that to somebody they barely know. And that explains so much as to why she had to graduate, because of her health reasons. And the worst part is that at the time, you know how people are, there was even people doubting that she was graduating for health reasons. Now, when I did my video, I truly believe that she did graduate for health reasons. It's like obvious, because she's always, not always, but she's often posting pictures of like her at the hospital, her doing tests, posting updates and stuff. So, you know, when somebody says they're sick, it's pretty scummy to pretend to be like, oh no, you're just faking it. Like, come on. Anyway, she says that this affected my mental health and my ability to work. 3, I never lived with Jira. And this is something that I got wrong in my video. And I want to set the record straight on that. So basically, for those who haven't seen the video, there was some pictures that people, how do you say that? They matched them. Kind of like what they did with, you know, Rusia and Mafu Mafu. They found like common items from photos that she posted on her Twitter account, from photos that he posted on his own accounts, and people were like, oh my god, they're living together. But here, she explained something, and it explains so much. Basically, she's saying that
Okay, that was a fucking surprise for me. Hold the fuck. Okay, he lived together with an assistant, but fuck his talent. His talent's it at the same time. What is it? Yep, that's how it is. I don't know.
the photos were all taken from the same location, not his house. But we had never lived together. The pictures were all from the same day. Jira asked me to take pictures of him in a maid outfit for Virgil's Dare. He has been living in his
Disgusting.
own house with Milk. Okay. I didn't really talk about Milk that much in the video. Milk is his assistant Chan. There's
Okay.
two people that he was two staff members that he was inappropriate with. There was assistant Chan and there was staff Chan. Staff Chan is the one he was posting like very close-up pictures of her cleavage with like really inappropriate comments saying they're meeting IRL and all of that.
What?
Milk, however, is assistant Chan, which he also made inappropriate comment on it, saying like that he wants to taste milk and stuff, like weird stuff. Okay, weird stuff. Imagine if Yagu tweeted that. And basically there was a lot of rumors that he was actually dating Milk. Rumors that I didn't find any conclusive evidence to.
Yeah. No, I still remember, but my brain is kind of be fuzzy right now while I'm holding my shotgun right now. I'm holding my shotgun now. Time to shotgun a shotgun his ass or shotgun a beer.
To include in my video, so I kind of brushed these rumors away. But now we learned that he's been living in his own house with Milk, who he had hired as his assistant since the start of February 2023. And to his knowledge, Assistant Chen and him had known each
Don't
other
shoot the
for a
horse.
while, even before Kometa started. So he knew these, but he didn't know Elaine. Elaine auditioned, plain and simple.
For the mom who defied the odds.
Why there's a lot of
Any
ads?
mom. For any mom and mom.
But that also wasn't a point I made in my video. I don't think I said that. The entire Assistant Chen saga on an actual fan point of view was just a huge joke that Jira was putting on. Yes, it was absolutely a joke, but it was super cringe, and like the amount of jokes he made on her boobs and stuff, it felt unprofessional. That's why I said it was a red flag. It's like a small VTuber corpo red flag. For me at least. And finally, she says, all of the diagnoses shared by Kometa are true. Before my departure, I had developed deafness in my right ear. That is true. This was the reason I wanted to graduate. It was already difficult for me to hear myself sing and hear the music I created. She's a very good singer, by the way. She has a really nice voice. It was eating away my confidence. My fan base deserved better. I was diagnosed with diabetes mellitus type 2 in January 2023, and it has resulted in further complications like my stroke in November 2023. A stroke? That's very dangerous.
Yep, as you read everything now, that's why I brought the shotgun. It's a really, really bad thing. It's really got bad. Or let's just say it got out of hand after help. So, let's take care of it.
I was diagnosed with schizoaffective disorder in 2012. I carry a Philippine PWD card because of it. For my safety and privacy, I have not shared copies of my medical records. However, if that is what it takes to clear my name, I can and I will. Listen, Ellen, if you're watching this, do not share your medical records. Like, if people don't believe you after all of that, that's on them, not on you. You just rest.
You can, for that part, you don't have to send the medical records. I think that's gonna be enough because that's a personal and that's a personal privacy act. Okay.
I mean, people do the same claims with Iron Mouse. There's some people that still don't believe that she has like autoimmune disease. There's always going to be bad faith people like that. I think it's just better to ignore them. 5, yes, I was Sarah. So the person that showed up on his stream. You guys need to watch the video for the context. Okay? I don't know how to explain this. And she says, this was a mistake. I initially did not want to do this, but Jira reassured me that it would be received positively. I was missing my job and my community, and Jira told me that people would be happy to hear me even if it had to be in the background of his stream. I didn't realize that this would cause more pain. Sorry, I was in no way siding with Jira, even if my actions during this stream made it seem like so. And if it came off as such, I am sorry. So, yeah, she was Sarah. She's the girl that showed up on his stream after the graduation stream. But, I mean, we kind of knew that. But she explains the reason why, and I think it was very important to share that perspective because it really shows that really she was being manipulated by him. I don't know what other words to choose to describe this. But she didn't realize that it caused more pain, and she's taking this opportunity to say she's sorry. And like, yes, the actions in the stream did make it seem like she was siding, well, to the public back then, from what I gather from, reading the public perception back then, and especially since there was any kind of statement resembling this after it. Jira orchestrated all that to make it seem like Elaine was siding with him this entire time, when really he was pressuring her to do that, probably the same way he was pressuring Virgil and Miria to defend him. I am aware that the past cannot be undone. I acknowledge that I had my mistakes, but I'm still proud of what I have achieved content-wise as Elaine. I mean, honestly, content-wise, like, the talents went really far. Like, they did really well for a small VTuber agency that virtually had no support and, like, no serious CEO. I was always sincere with the songs I write, and I also worked hard to make sure my streams were worthwhile for those who always supported me. God knows the amount of breakdowns, attempts to take my life. Wow, that just sank in for a second. This is why I'm saying they are worse than Niji Sanji. God knows the amount of breakdowns, attempts to take my life, and heavily medicating myself with painkillers alongside the medication for my brain just to numb myself, so I can keep going and stream for everyone. I never wanted to be in such a disgusting state ever again. I wanted to leave. I just wanted to rest. I never should have agreed to the relationship the CEO put me in. This should have never happened. It cost me my health, my life, my friends, and my will to continue to do what I love. I would like to apologize to the former Kometa enjoyers for hurting you with the choices I've made in the past. You were a part of my journey as Elaine, and I'm still happy that I was given the chance to meet you. If you still would like to give me a chance, please find me. To my genmates, I never meant to hurt you. I know you already know this, but please know I didn't know the whole story. Only what I was told. I'm very sorry. Well, he's caused an immense amount of harm. I mean, it's just insane that listen, I'm just glad. I'm just glad that she got to say her piece. She got to say to put the record straight. It took a lot of courage to do that, like a tremendous amount of courage to do that. And I wish her the best moving forward. Like she says, if you still would like to give her a chance, go find her. Go find her. And I'm glad that everybody's sharing their side of the story, because everybody like had their own experience, but it seems like they didn't know about each other's experience until now when everybody started to speak out. So I mean, at least there's that. It's like bittersweet. But dude got lost in the sauce, and yeah, like you
Dude
see,
got lost.
she's posted a lot of things, you know, with medical.
Let me be the whole devil's advocate here. Being sick is very unfortunate. Do we have any reason to believe her any more than the bossman?
I mean, I believe her. Moji here replied, I'm sorry you had to go through this. I did not know what happened after everyone left, and I'm glad you had the courage to speak up about it now. Everyone's here for you. Stay strong. She did say she had medical... Yes, true. She also said that she had medical records, and that if we needed to see them, she will. I mean, somebody wouldn't go through all the effort to stage in something like that, you know?
What is this? All right. So yeah, I think everything that should be covered on my end. So yeah. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. What happened, and everything kind of be surface up pretty much. Uh, please drop their name from my Discord so that I can find them. First, I found Mogu now, so I need to find the other two. I'm just going like a Pokemon with a hunting gun. Please don't mind me. I'm holding a shotgun right now, so I'm still in hunting. Yeah. And the gist of it, I know this video is gonna be like taking long, like an hour right now. So yeah. Please don't be mind this. All right, so I'm gonna be ending the video now. So thank you very much. So everything should be left on the comments so that I can get some more information what I said. So yeah, I'll see you guys again for another next week because I can't stream because of my work. You know what? Never mind. It's part of my job. So I'll be seeing you guys again, and I hope you guys have a great rest. And by the way, please send me the name. Drop the name. I need it.